Hey everyone, so just a stone's throw from the hustle of Austin, Texas, there's this incredible sun-drenched region that's become a powerhouse destination for wine, craft beer, and spirits. Today, we're taking a trip to the Texas Hill Country. And when I say powerhouse, I mean the scale here is kind of mind-blowing. The wine scene alone, we're talking over 50 wineries, all scattered across thousands of square miles of just beautiful landscape. That is a ton of ground to cover and, a lot of wine to taste. And right away, that sheer size presents a huge challenge for anyone visiting, right? Where do you even begin? How do you pick the best spots? And then how do you navigate all those winding country roads? And let's be real, the whole point is to enjoy some amazing local drinks. So how do you do that responsibly? Well, that is exactly where a guided tour comes in, and today, we're going to break down what that whole experience is really like. Okay, first things first, let's just set the scene. The Texas Hill Country is so much more than a spot on a map. It's this massive tourism corridor that honestly, a lot of people say rivals California's Napa Valley and its beauty and charm. It's actually the second largest wine-producing region in the whole country by number of wineries. So what's the secret? What makes this place so perfect for growing grapes? Well, it all comes down to a fancy word you hear a lot, terroir. The area's got these rolling limestone hills and soil that drains really well, which forces the grapevines to work harder and dig deep roots. You combine that with those hot Texas summers and surprisingly cool evenings, and you get grapes with these incredibly concentrated, complex flavors. It's pretty amazing. But here's the thing, the scene here has totally exploded beyond just wine. The whole region is basically a craft beverage paradise. I mean, alongside those 50-plus wineries, you've now got over 30 craft breweries and more than 15 distilleries. There is truly something for every single person. And you gotta remember, the Hill Country isn't just one single place. It's really a collection of really unique towns. You've got Fredericksburg, which is kind of the crown jewel with its German heritage. Then there's Dripping Springs, which is the super convenient gateway to the hills. You have Johnson City, which is just steeped in presidential history. And of course, Marble Falls, with its beautiful lakeside scenery. So, to give you a real taste of what a day on one of these tours is like, how about we make a few virtual stops at some of the region's most iconic spots? Let's do it. Our first stop is a true classic, Becker Vineyards. It's easily one of the most celebrated wineries in all of Texas, and it just delivers that perfect, quintessential hill country experience. The whole vibe at Becker is exactly what it says, the grand estate. Just picture this, a stunning tasting room that looks like a 19th century German limestone barn, and it's surrounded by acres of vineyards and, get this, in the spring, spectacular fields of lavender. It's just a total feast for the senses. All right, our next stop is Dutchman Family Winery, a place that's a perfect example of how a really smart, focused approach can create incredible results, right in the heart of Texas. So what's Dutchman's secret? It's brilliant. They focus exclusively on Italian grape varieties. Now remember that terroir we talked about? The limestone soil, hot days, cool nights? Well, it turns out that profile is an almost perfect match for parts of central and southern Italy. It's such a smart move because growing grapes like Vermentino and Sangiovese here results in these fantastic wines that feel both totally unique and completely at home. But what if not everyone in your group is a huge wine fan? Hey, no problem. The best tours know this and offer tons of variety. So let's check out what the Hill Country has for all the beer and spirits lovers out there. So let's make a stop at Jester King, a brewery that's become world famous for its unique approach. And trust me, this is not your average tap room. The whole experience here is all about farmhouse ales and pizza. Jester King is set on this massive 165-acre ranch. They specialize in these wild, spontaneously fermented beers that are just incredibly complex, and they pair them with amazing wood-fired pizzas. It's this perfect, relaxed, scenic escape that combines top-tier beer with that classic hill country beauty. And for our final virtual stop, we are visiting a place that's honestly less of a distillery and more of a full-blown destination, Treaty Oak Distilling. Treaty Oak really offers what you'd have to call the complete experience. It's a 28-acre ranch with a full-service restaurant, multiple bars, live music, and some of the best barbecue you'll find anywhere. All of that on top of their award-winning whiskeys and gins. You could easily spend an entire afternoon here alone. Okay, so you've seen the potential, and you're probably getting a little thirsty. So how do you actually turn this idea into a real plan? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of planning your perfect day trip. So, a typical 8-hour tour usually looks something like this. You'll leave Austin in the morning, you hit your first winery around 10:30, then you break for a nice, leisurely lunch in a town like Fredericksburg. After that, you'll visit 2 more spots in the afternoon before heading back. It's a really full, satisfying day, but it's paced perfectly so you never feel rushed. This is one of the biggest questions people have. And you know what? There's really no single right answer because the hill country offers a completely different kind of magic depending on what season you go. The two most popular times are definitely spring and fall. Spring, from about March to May, is just legendary for its wildflower season. We're talking endless fields of bluebonnets. The weather is just perfect. Then you have fall, from September to November, which is harvest time. There's this buzz in the air, the wineries are holding festivals, and that summer heat has finally broken. You really can't go wrong. So, let's just boil it all down. Why does taking a tour make so much sense? Well, number one, it completely solves the designated driver problem, which lets everyone relax. It gives you a curated experience without any of the stress of planning. It's absolutely perfect for group celebrations like bachelorette parties or birthdays, and it offers variety for every taste. Above all, it's just a safe and truly unforgettable day out. And hey, you don't have to just take my word for it. Listen to this quote from a recent visitor, Jennifer M. from Austin. She said, "The combination of spectacular wildflowers, excellent wine, and not having to worry about driving made it a perfect Texas day." I mean, that pretty much says it all, doesn't it? So that leaves us with just one final question. After seeing all the options, from these grand wine estates to rustic farmhouse breweries, what would your perfect hill country tour look like? The vineyards are waiting.